Shuts down his heart. Does anyone realize how fast we're growing old? Does no one see we start dying from the start? Does anybody know why a man will choose not to feel? Does anyone look close enough to know what's real? What does it take for you to break down and cry? Must you always wait for me to say goodbye? I don't know just what's behind those eyes. I don't know what makes you laugh or cry. I don't know just what's behind those eyes. It could be nothing, or it could be love. Longer can I wait till you love me back? What must I do to make you pledge to me? Can you even tell me, boy, if I'm on the right track? Or have you locked up your heart and thrown the key? I don't know just what's behind those eyes. I don't know what makes you laugh or cry. I don't know just what's behind those eyes. It could be nothing, or it could be love. What if it's love? I don't know just what's behind those eyes. I don't know what makes you laugh or cry. I don't know just what's behind those eyes. It could be nothing, or it could be love. Behind those eyes, I don't know what makes you laugh or cry. I don't know just what's behind those eyes. It could be nothing, or it could be love. What if it's love, boy? I don't know. Is it love? Is it nothing? I don't know. Is it real? Is it nothing? I don't know. Is it love or is it nothing? I don't know. I don't know what's behind those eyes. Baby boy, won't you tell me soon? I don't know if it's love, boy. Huh? Won't you let me in? won't you show me what love is? Is it love? Is it nothing at all? Is it love?
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Café TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime. Boom.
Welcome to the morning show. Dawn, I don't know if we can hear you. We're going to ask you to talk.
Oh, I can't hear her.
Talk.
I'm kidding.
You clicked off.
You don't hear me?
Definitely.
Now you're going to hit that button.
You clicked off a button.
It's the line in button.
Which is?
The line
The
in.
little one next to the knob, next to your main volume
Push
knob.
it in.
Yeah.
All right, Dawn, talk now.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, there we go.
Happy
Yeah, a little bit.
Tuesday. Tip of the day, Tuesday to you.
Tip.
Good morning, Dad. Have a great day. Lots of love. My dad is watching. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear.
Good. Doing
Why is
good.
it commercial? She sounds fine on the shirt.
She sounds fine.
Yes.
Hey, Freddie.
What?
Smile.
Smile. You have to smile today. It's
Smile.
Taco Tuesday.
The
It's
the speaker's
Taco
acting funny. Little speaker.
Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Anyway, happy Tuesday, everyone. Yes, this is a new edition of Staying Safe during COVID pandemic times. You get to see a little bit of my corner of the world here in my house. This is my manifestation wall, which I never knew it was until here I sit. See, I've got Mom's Diner. I've got my Java Jolt. I've got my Hope, my Angel Wings. I've got, do you know who this is up at the top, Freddie?
No,
Isn't that Big Boy?
Shoney's Big Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know Johnny's Big Boy.
Big Boy Burger.
Shoney's? Really?
That must be a Florida thing.
No.
And they're on my
That was
tins,
a
my
northern
perks,
thing.
my
Big
Java
Boy
Jolt,
Burgers
my
was a
Reese's
northern
Cups.
Never heard of it.
It's an old school burger.
Oh, and there's my Betty Boop because I collect all kinds of strange things. If there's an art show, I buy something. Like I tell you, I am marketer's dream. Hey, Freddie, smile.
There is so many things going on right now, you have no idea.
Hey, Josh, we got Josh Alexander. Slick is there. I think I saw Angie walk in, yes?
What?
Is Angie there?
Yeah, she's in the lobby.
Yeah, she's working.
What's she working on?
She's working
Whatever
in
you told
a merch store.
Yeah.
She's actually
very
offering
nice.
people the opportunity to merchandise.
Merchandise, I tell ya. It's all in the merchandising.
It's all in the merchandising. It's like it doesn't take.
How was everybody's Monday? It's nice to see you guys.
No, hold on a second. It's like if you look at the green bar, you can see that nothing's coming out. Don't you see it? He's looking on the board.
I'm
And
not looking on the board. I'm trying to get a preview while
I
you
know,
guys
but
are
look
talking.
at
But I
me
got you.
now. Can you see the green bar going up and down?
I can't see the green bar going up and down.
It's
I
not
feel
what
like
it's
Rip
right
Van
before.
Winkle. Can you hear me?
Now, what did you do? Now you popped it. Whatever you did, that was good.
Hey,
I don't know what
Freddie.
you did. That's good. Now you got me. No, now you lost me. And we're in the ocean, swimming in the ocean.
I feel like Rip Van Winkle, by the way.
That's it.
Okay, you're good.
That's it. That's all.
You hear me?
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't hear me, it's okay because from what I can see, I can't hear me. I gotta scream into the mic. All right, why don't you guys talk?
Freddie, why don't you take a handheld?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm using your mic. Give me a handheld. This is so.
Because my mic needs a new XLR.
I walk in there and I don't know what the heck is
talk
going
again.
on, dog.
Talk again.
I don't know what's happening.
Talk again.
Test.
You're welcome.
Yeah, now what did you do? Well, you know what it is? It's our board operator.
No,
Don't
it's
get it
not. It's
confused.
the XLR.
Now he fixed it. What did you do?
I'm not telling you because it's the board operator. No, this is what I
Try
do.
talking into a mic.
This is what I do.
And now his mic isn't working.
No, because I didn't basically.
Okay, now it's working.
Yeah, because I didn't turn mine on because I was helping out with the speaker. There's a lot of hands moving.
A lot of
this
movement in,
a
in
lot
the
of
studio.
hands, a lot of
stuff.
a lot of places my hands are going right
Okay,
now.
player, let's
happening.
find out. Let's find out if we can hear.
Take
We
2.
can hear him.
Mic check, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
And you got me?
A2, yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah.
See?
Wow.
I'm telling you, I have no idea what's going on,
I'm
dog.
telling
I
you.
miss Friday and today, and I walk in and I have no idea what they're doing.
It's okay, Josh. You know, you
Take
just
2
get with the.
Tuesday.
Mhm.
I got nothing to say.
Twisted Tuesday. Twisted.
I got
Twisted
nothing.
Tuesday. Let's start this all over. Good morning, everybody. Happy
Good morning.
Tuesday. Welcome to that morning.
Welcome to the morning show.
Brew Crew.
Yes,
There you
welcome.
have it.
Now I know why they call it the Brew Crew.
Why?
Because they should always be drunk.
Wow, in the morning?
My goodness gracious. I'm going to turn on my phone to see if I can hear me.
I got to tell you, after the past
Whatever you
48
did, you
hours
just
that
fixed
I've had,
Because I'm the board
You
operator.
think you could save this and not turn everything off and down
Of
and
course,
sideways?
because, you know,
Just
I would-
leave it alone.
I would do that. I would definitely do
I
that.
will bet you my last $10 in my pocket that somebody today will turn everything off and down. And we're going to have to make the adjustment again and again and again. Why do we do that?
I don't know. Honestly, just like when,
Tell me this
when
honestly,
we
'cause
lost
honestly don't
when we lost Kobe, like I
That
never
was
really
Kobe.
touched the boards, you know? Like I learned how to adapt. Because like I worked with a lot of soundboards and people leave the soundboards their way and I will leave it the same way, but I know like I'll lower down all the levels. It's just like, you know, I don't wanna overstep. Like a lot of people, if they want to turn it down to 0, it's okay with me. You turning the soundboard down to 0 because I'll fix it.
Do we have a violin anywhere?
I haven't seen you guys in so long.
Let me get my tiny
We
little
don't,
violin out.
even know your name.
I feel like Rip Van Winkle. Look how long my hair got overnight. It's too bad RK's not there because he'd
Did
be
she
like,
say
Tom, what
her
happened
hair
to
Don,
your
there's
hair?
a
Overnight.
bug. He's about to scream.
We need RK.
There's a
Is there a
bug right
roach?
next to him. He's about to
We
scream.
need RK here today.
There's a bug. Kill it.
Why?
I'm not going over there. The hell with it. I hope it bites somebody when they go to the
Wait,
bathroom.
what kind of bug is it?
It's a
don't know what
spider.
it is.
Oh.
Freddie, I've decided you need to wear that hat all the time.
Why?
Because the other one shades your face too much when you wear the baseball cap. Unless you wear it backwards, Alexander, you should turn your hat backwards. Because on camera, guys, no one can see your eyes when you do that.
Okay, what are
And then
you
it gets very
smoking at
dark.
home? We would all like to share.
No.
Let me
she's
tell
saying-
you something
she's
about
saying
being
the
here.
What do you got,
I
Tiva?
gotta know what
She's
she's
saying
eating.
the
That's
contrast
thing.
of the
think she's
hats
smoking
that you
anything.
wear.
She's
You know,
eating
they are
something.
very stylish, but on camera they shade
Oh,
your
pulling out the
face.
raw.
Wow, they fit.
The filter is missing. Have you been doing the pipe? Is that
I
why
gotta
your hair
tell
grew
you.
overnight, Goliath?
I'm ready to come in and pick up a bottle of Capistar because doing this alone for 48
We don't have
hours,
a bottle of Capistora.
you got lost. I might head over to Lime and pick up a bottle today because I got to tell you, staying home on home quarantine is not fun. Hopefully tomorrow, my 3 days will be up and I can come on in. So we'll see how that rolls out.
let's clarify that. You're staying home as a precautionary quarantine.
100%.
Selected
I
quarantine.
have no symptoms. I am negative. and I'm just doing this precautionary for you guys. So
This is a test run. Now tomorrow you come in and I stay home for 3 days.
okay.
About to ask that.
We taking turns?
Because this motley crew, can I leave today?
No, man.
At
you're
least
stuck with us.
Angie's there to balance it out for you. Otherwise, it's just a lot of guys.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
But
testosterone.
Angie,
That's what I told him when
but
we were
An-
sitting here a few minutes ago. I'm like, man, it's all guys
Yeah.
today.
but Angie won't
Yesterday
come on
was-
camera. Angie is hiding in the green room.
She's busy.
Well, she can stay off
busy,
camera.
she's
Just give her a
doing
mic.
busy.
I could take a camera out there.
No, it's
She's
busy.
busy.
dude.
Busy.
No, she said no.
She said, my wheels.
My
Listen.
wheels.
So have you heard in the news what's going on?
Did you know? Yes, I have actually.
You have. The booster shot is going to be
I wanted to
given
talk
out.
about that.
If you've been 8 months, it's the deal now.
Yeah, you get a booster shot.
You're gonna give you the to allow you to get another shot. How you guys feel about that?
I'm gonna wait for the booster.
You're gonna get it or not?
I'll wait.
You're not.
See.
Okay.
Not for now, because I got my 2 shots as soon as it was available for.
Did
my
it change
age group.
anything on you?
No, I just had a sore arm for 2 days and that was it. I did it only out of precaution and for the safety of myself and my grandparents.
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a 3rd shot, I'm gonna wait.
I'll be first in line. I'm going.
Let
I
me know
did
how
my
it goes.
shot.
Only one way to find out whether or not this thing works is somebody's got to take it. So that's going
But
to
it's, what they're saying, Freddie,
I
it's
used the
8
booster
months
shot in
after the
January.
second dose.
The second dose I had it in April, I think. Wasn't it in April?
So you had to go 8 months from
I
April.
wouldn't know, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's December. We been a Christmas present.
You know, I had
December.
mine in
Yep.
March.
Hey, listen, there's only one way that this thing is going to work. You look at what's happening in Louisiana. I saw that this morning. I tried to get the film to download it to play. It just broke my heart. A guy and his wife got COVID twice. Not once. They got it twice. And they don't know, doctors don't know if they're going to walk out this time. But the bottom line here is, everybody's talking about don't argue with people that don't want to take shots. Don't argue. Empathy, I think it's the word they're using. And try to understand the definition of why not. I mean, it's there. But I've always been one that takes chances all my life. I ain't about to stop now. And if I can help clear up the mess and the myths and everything else, and it works on me, and I am the prime bad candidate, right? Diabetes, I got bad shoulder with the C letter and all sorts of high blood pressure. I mean, you name it. If it works on me, man, it'll work on anybody.
Hence the
That's what it
reason
comes
I'm
down to.
home, by the way.
So it's all, it's all as they say. You got to learn to enjoy life because it leaves real quick. Life leaves you a whole lot faster than it comes. Think about that.
You can be awake one day and
Takes you 9 months to get here, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly, anyway. Some of us got here a little early.
I got to tell you guys,
9 months.
the sound
to get
sounds
here.
good,
The world
Freddie.
needed my greatness
It
early.
takes you 9 minutes to leave it. What
The
was
wor-
that?
The world needed my greatness
I
early.
said the
That's
sound
what
sounds
happened.
good.
What day were you born? What was the date?
October 3rd. I was born on a
October
Sunday.
3rd? Really? It's a national holiday.
What's the holiday?
The day the Earth stopped spinning.
Yeah,
October
I know.
3rd.
I know. I felt it. I feel it every October 3rd.
The day hell froze over.
I feel it.
Are you going to get married on October 3rd?
Not at all.
Wouldn't
That's
that be
my day.
cool if you got married the same day you
no,
were
but
born?
that's my day. That means I'm gonna have to share it with somebody else. That's kind of
Come on, man. You're selfish.
no, that's
You're
kinda-
selfish.
okay.
very
Let me
selfish,
be. Let me be.
Alex is
let
right.
me be.
Dawn, you
That's
heard
like-
that?
Alex is
Let me be. That's my day.
Dawn, you heard that?
I'm supposed to share with somebody
I
else.
heard
This
that.
is your guy. This is your guy.
I'm just saying.
He's selfish.
It's my day.
It is your day, but you can share.
But who? I can share. I
Hey,
can make it
listen.
October 4th to make it.
You know
cool.
how
I'll make
unselfish
it
I am.
October 4th.
I share the same birthday as my cousin and my aunt. We all celebrated together.
I understand that. My brother.
This
me
is
and
his
my
wife,
brother are
though.
a day apart.
And if you can share with your wife, that's fucked up, man.
No.
You can't
You-
curse
you-
on the
forgot
air.
you- YouTube.
No
I
F-bombs.
forgot.
Yes, no F-bombs.
Holy smokes.
It's messed
I'm
up.
sorry.
It's messed up. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
But yeah, like I'm not trying to get married to my wife on October 3rd because that's selfish. Not selfish. That's wrong. Because
how about
that's
this?
my day.
How about this?
Yeah.
October 2nd.
I can
No,
do
no,
October
no, it
2nd,
don't matter.
As
It
long
could-
as it's not October 3rd. That's
It
about
could be the 4th, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
So if you meet somebody, God forbid, and she was married October 3rd, you wouldn't celebrate her birthday because it's your birthday date? You
Oh
own
no!
it?
If we were born, clearly greatness is born on that day. We will celebrate it that day. You know, like I wouldn't want to not celebrate it with her. Clearly, greatness was born.
I got you.
Yeah.
Selfish.
All right. Sounds selfish.
It's all about
Do you
the
know,
human.
speaking of birthdays,
Mm-hmm.
235 years ago today was Davy Crockett's birthday.
Who the hell is David Crockett?
You don't know who Davy Crockett is? Anyone know
I didn't
Davy
even
Crockett?
David Crockett was real. I thought it was made up.
I thought it was like a brand.
He's an explorer, isn't he?
He's David
know what he
Crockett
was
was
known-
the one that
remember the
discovered the
song?
West.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. He was an
Right?
explorer, right?
Yep. 235. He would have been 200. Talk about Rip Van Winkle. 235 years old. King of the wild frontier.
Yep.
How you like
He
that?
was an explorer. I knew.
He discovered he went out west, didn't
A
he?
soldier. Davy Crockett, that's the thing, not
David
David.
Crockett.
David Crockett. Didn't he die at the Alamo?
Yes, that's what it says here, the Alamo, yeah.
I watched the movie The Alamo. You seen the movie The Alamo?
Did he? He died at the Alamo?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
he did
Yeah.
with his raccoon
I made
hat.
it up, Dawn. Yes, he died at the Alamo. Everybody
Did I-
died at the Alamo.
Did you guys see Slick? Did you see the walrus? Because Slick watches what I watch
See?
in Ireland that is going into boats.
Oh no, I didn't see that one. But
See
I'm like,
what?
There's a 1,000-pound walrus, and he's climbing into people's boats and hanging out.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh my gosh, I would have loved.
So
that
he's
one.
been on this
I would've
journey,
punched
a
him in the
200
face.
235-mile journey between England and Ireland, and he kind of just rests inside of people's boats. You can see him scaling up the boat
That's
and just
cool.
hanging out.
Let me see if I can look up that.
Where
story.
did you see that? I don't believe
Hold
it.
Yeah, where did you see it?
Fact check
Check
it.
it out. It's on the
you see it
news.
on Dodo? On Dodo?
Walrus?
Check it out.
How's it
A
told?
1,000-pound
Dodo's
walrus
a
hanging
social
out
media
in
page. They
boats
post
in
everything about
Ireland.
animals.
Dodo.
Really?
Everything about animals.
Wow, what was the name of the walrus? The
Wally.
Beatles?
Wally.
Wally the walrus.
Of course.
That's amazing. Where'd you find that?
I saw it.
That's
I
pretty
saw
good.
it. I saw it.
Oh my
A lot of good stuff happening
He's
with
climbing on
Comcast,
some
by the
boat.
way.
Eileen, if you could help Dawn because she's seeing walruses.
Wally the walrus. Look at him.
Oh, it's Wally the walrus, Dawn.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, this dude is huge.
He's
He's
1,000 pounds.
This is. You think you will punch this guy?
If it's on Reuters, it's real.
I don't think you'll punch this guy.
Reuters.
It's on Reuters. It's,
on
real.
It's on BBC
It's real.
News. Yeah. It's on
I would
BBC.
ask you to stretch your arms up like this over your head and use you like a battering ram. Get him off the boat.
Not at all. Not at all. Look, he's sleeping on. Oh my gosh.
Is everyone reading that?
Wow,
In the
this
news.
is humongous.
Yeah, that's a huge walrus.
It's 1,000 pounds.
And they feed him too?
He's
No,
lazy.
I don't know what the people do though. I don't know how he finds the boats that people aren't on. Is all I can tell you.
Wow.
That's all I'm thinking about. I'm like, this walrus.
It's like a
he's
female.
lazy. He
It's like
doesn't want to swim anymore.
it's like a female hitchhiker. Will you guys pick up a female hitchhiker?
Never.
Not at all.
Nah,
I would pick up no hitchhiker.
No hitchhiker.
Ever.
You?
Ever.
Female hitchhiker.
Heck
Not
no.
at all.
I wouldn't pick up anyone.
No.
Heck no.
And if she wearing hot pants and she looks
See,
Never.
that's
I don't
super
trust
fly.
nobody.
That makes
I don't trust
me-
no-
that
I
makes
can't
me-
talk about that.
even more.
I
No,
can't
that
talk
makes
about-
me good
yeah.
about my answer about not picking her up. No, I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to get into. I don't even know her. I'm gonna stop a car's head.
All right, so hold
Need
on,
a
hold on.
ride.
There's a logical reason for this question.
What's the logical reason?
When you go to a bar and you see a hot chick in hot pants at the bar and you try to pick her up,
Mm-hmm.
what's the difference?
I mean, she's in the establishment.
Oh, so she was outside the establishment. What difference does it make? What if she asked you for a ride in the bar? Would you get with her? Mhm.
She's drunk.
Oh, that's you have to wait till she's drunk. So the
I can't
hitchhiker.
say- I can't say I'm waiting until she's drunk. It's
So if the
just like-
hitchhiker, so if the
Maybe
hitchhiker was drunk, you
This
pick her
video
up.
of that walrus is funny. I'm
No.
watching the video.
or I could just pay for an Uber to come and pick her up.
You see,
I don't
you
have to
hearing
drop-
this?
I don't
Are
have
you
to
hearing
drop
this,
her. I don't
Dawn?
have to drop her home.
He gets a hitchhiker drunk before he puts her in the car.
I don't do
He
that.
would never get anybody
Bill
drunk.
Cosby.
He's gonna give her a Mickey.
A mil.
A Mickey.
It's going to what is it? I was just
Give her an icebreaker.
Did you guys hear what happened on Sunday?
What happens on there?
The military plane that tried to flee. The Afghans shot it down.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I heard about it yesterday. It was,
I have not heard about
Taliban
that either.
Shot down a military plane trying to flee the country.
Wow.
But I got to tell you, what is really sad about the whole situation is what everyone's talking about is what it's going to do to women and girls in Afghanistan. For any right that they had moved forward with, they now are fearful of it being taken away. That's really, can you imagine everything that we do, everything that our platform and my platform stands for about bringing women forward, they are now taking backwards.
You know something? I can't even begin that conversation. I just have,
I know.
my brain is on overload. I don't get it. I just don't get it. There was a general that was there, and he also served in Afghanistan. He came on the air today talking about, forget about us, right, wrong, and indifferent. I mean, we've always gotten involved in situations we shouldn't if you look at Vietnam and everything else. And the lady on the news says, well, what did you want us to do? To have a base there for the rest of our life? And he looked at her and he says, we don't have a base in Korea? We don't have soldiers in Korea? He says, we don't have a base in Germany? He looked at her and he says, what, are you ridiculous? I was dying.
Wow.
I was dying. You know what? Fact can hurt. And sometimes the truth makes you bleed. We blew it again. No different than Nam. We blew it again. We shouldn't have put our toes in the pond if we weren't going to go all the way. And the problem is that we don't fight in mountains. That's not what we do. It's just not what the military does. To police it all day long. You want to be there for the next 100 years? If
By all
not,
means.
don't go. Now, I was there in 9/11, and I know why we went that day. I can't tell you why we were there the day after, but I can tell you why I went that day, because everybody was a little teed off. Everybody. Did you see Bush come on, and he says how disappointed he was?
Yep.
The message has changed. Wasn't asking to stay there forever, but if we were there, we should have done the right thing. You think that people are going to fight their own countrymen, and when you leave, that it's not going to go back to the way it was? We're just fools.
In the blink of an eye. In what? It was like, 36 hours?
Yeah. I mean,
Something
think about
totally
it.
ridiculous.
You're talking about you trained some people, you paid them, you gave them food. They probably didn't eat before you came along. You fed them and you trained them, and you gave them a weapon, and they shot at a door or something. And then when you turn around and says, okay, now protect your country, the guy says, are you out of your mind? Look at all those guys over there with hatchets. Just
crazy.
bad. And then Trump tried to play the political game. Hey, bad guys, come here. Let's make a deal. Because he thinks he's, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal with everybody. And that's that. And in the night we ride.
I have to tell you though.
Sam was watching those people fall out of the plane when that C-130, was it? Was 120?
Yeah.
Was taking off, and 600 people were in and 700 people were in, and people were on the outside of the wings, and they were falling off.
That was crazy.
Yep.
That's it's bewildering what kind of people we have become. And that's the sad fact. But anyway,
we probably just didn't want to, live up to the truth of why we were there.
when you make a mistake, you got to man up.
But I can't say we because it wasn't my decision. My decision wasn't a part of
I'm an
this.
American, so I didn't do anything to stop it, so I'm going to say we. I was there in 9/11. I was there when this whole thing started. I was there.
No,
I have friends that I lost in Afghanistan.
I just felt like just close it out. Like we should have finished the objectives and just left. There's no need for us.
Well, we have a very horrible foreign policy. If we don't like what a country is doing, we go in there and we man up and then we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't work that way.
most definitely.
But anyway,
You know what Eileen Lemelman says, Freddie?
what?
It all starts with you.
Accountability.
Accountability. I mean, that show, the name of that show on so many levels, not only you as a woman empowerment, and not only you as wearing red lipstick, and not only you as like stepping into the next phase in life, everything, it goes to accountability.
Well, let me
Everything.
ask you a question. How do you feel about them taking the medal away from the gymnast because she used CBD?
Did you see that? They're talking about taking. Slick, did you see that? They're taking away Simone Biles' medals.
Biles. They're taking away her
Simone.
bronze. They're talking about taking it away. I think that the uproar in this country will burn the IOC. That's the only reason they haven't
Meanwhile,
done it.
that CBD company that she works with is exploding because it has come forward, the name of the company and what she uses for her mental focus and clarity. And she's like, and there are no rules that say you can't take CBD. It is not doping. It is not marijuana. It is not THC.
So why are they taking it away?
They're talking about the fine line of CBD versus marijuana. And we've done this for how many years, right?
They have there's a fine line. Who's they? They have a fine line. I'd like to know what
The
that
people
fine
that are
line
doing the
is.
investigation, because marijuana clearly is illegal. They found THC, so they say, in her blood system. And she's like, but I'm taking CBD. It's totally different than marijuana. I'm doing this for focus and clarity and concentration. It's not doping. It's not marijuana. So they're going on a full launch investigation on this.
That investigation is being held by the same people that ordered us 20 years in Afghanistan. So you know where that's going.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's what's crazy.
I love our country. I love our government. They're gonna do an investigation to find out why Afghanistan fell in 38 hours. Really? I could tell you in 3 seconds why, you idiot. They got to spend millions of dollars for an investigation. Let's do an investigation and sound like we know what we're talking about.
The people gave it up without even fighting, so I could
Mr.
tell you.
Man,
why.
you know something? You can't make people do something they don't want to do. It just makes no sense.
Do you know what? The will of man right now, everyone is being tested on every level. Whether it's your health, your psyche, family, your home, your business, your job, they're calling this the great resignation, is what they're hashtagging this as. Because people now are just leaving their jobs. They're leaving for either new careers, working
they can
from
do that all
home.
day long, Dawn. The problem is that we failed every test. That's the problem. There ain't one test that we passed. Not one.
Yeah, but who is passing? That's my question to you. Who is actually succeeding and passing in this? And we got to ask the younger generation, because you and I are already old and jaded and doing what we do.
The old
But
and
they're
jaded is still a mess. Did you see Popovich? Do you know who Popovich is?
who?
Greg Popovich. They call him the godfather of basketball coaching.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be liked by everybody, right? So Greg Popovich got up there when he got his gold medal. He came back to the country. He started throwing out profanities. He sounded like you. The F-bomb and F you and you and you and the media F you 3 times because you still don't get it right. He was so jacked about how they said that the U.S. basketball team was trash. Criticizing
Really?
some of the picks he made on that team. And I'm going to tell you, I look in the room, I see some trashers.
Well, I only have like one thing to say about one player. Everybody else was good.
Or Kevin Durant carried them.
Yeah, Kevin Durant did not carry them. If
No,
you feel
who
like
carried
Kevin
them?
Durant did,
Who carried them?
you had a person
But think
from
about
the
it this
Heat
way.
called Bam Adebayo. You had Damian Lillard.
They didn't carry. No,
How many
come
rings-
on. Get out.
How
They
many
carried
rings-
him to the bathroom, maybe.
If
Tell me
Kevin
this.
Durant carried
This is what the
them,
reporter they need to think about. How many rings did Popovich get the Spurs?
But we're not talking
we're
about
not
rings.
talking about rings.
No,
we're
no,
talking
but like,
about the Olympics.
because they're saying that he's a terrible coach.
He's not though.
He's not. Everybody
Exactly,
loves
that's what I'm
Papa.
saying.
There's a
He
huge
got his team-
difference. There's a huge difference in coaching in the NBA and coaching in
The Olympics.
FIBA.
Team.
That's true, but what I'm
FIBA has way too many rules that makes it hard for you to actually play the
What's
game.
going on, Riley?
What's up, Riley?
Well, the object of the
Riley's back.
Riley's back, yes. The object of the game here is that if Popovich calls you out, he's not going to mince words. He's going to tell you the truth. It's like that
Yeah.
general I heard this morning. He says, if you don't understand that we messed up, let me spell it for you. We are just all over the place in this country. All over. I don't want to hear that we're the greatest this and the greatest that, because we also
not.
the
We're not
bad.
perfect.
We are the worst in some other things.
Yeah.
And we got to clean up our act. I shouldn't have to beg you to do the right thing. And I'm not just talking to shot. I'm talking about people towards people. Why are we having this skin tone problem? Why are we still doing racial problem in
Oh,
here?
because
They're
like
going on for hundreds
because
of
no
years.
no.
I'm not
because-
looking for an answer.
No, I
I'm
mean,
not
I
looking
get-
for an answer.
I can give you the answer.
I don't
I'm
want an
It was a
answer.
core code.
No,
There's too many
it's
answers.
okay. I could give you the answer.
Lord have mercy, there's too many answers. Why is it that a woman in Saudi Arabia can't drive a car? She could drive as bad there as she can
Or
here.
show skin.
Or
No.
good. What
Or
difference
no,
does it make?
They can't even have hair salons now.
Why is it that
Down
they
in
can't
Afghan.
show their hair? Why did God give them hair to
They're-
cover it up?
No, not only the hair, their skin. They have to cover everything up in the 100-degree
I
weather.
don't get this.
But here's what I don't understand with all of that. If you want to cover up, there's a lot of Orthodox religions that feel that's how they respect God. And if that's what that is, that's fine. But without a woman, there will be no growth to your population because all of these men that are raising their roofs and throwing their swords, without women, population will cease to exist.
There won't be love. You know.
There ain't no love.
Be love.
That is the thing.
on a
Kindness,
second.
hope, love.
You said something very interesting. I'm going to cover myself head to toe to respect God.
No, there's
If
like
some people feel that way.
Okay, can somebody explain that to me?
It's hard to explain it, but it's more of a theology question.
Okay.
It's how they interpret the Quran. That's the reason why.
But the Jews do it too.
Exactly.
The Jews do it too.
Exactly. It's how they interpret the Bible.
And in the Catholic religion, the nuns do it.
Yep.
Or did it anyway. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's all
changed.
about how
It's a virtue
it's all,
thing.
It's all about how they interpret it. It's like I said, it's a theology question.
Okay.
None of us can answer it
But hold
unless
on.
one of us knows about theology
But,
and can
hold
explain
on,
it.
hold on. I do have one question. One question. Of all of them days who say you got to cover up and everything else, you got to watch that camera.
Can you see me? Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Of all of them days, has any of them days ever met God?
Maybe
Anybody
they have.
ever talked to God one-on-one, mano, and he told you that you should cover yourself up? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be logical here. I'm going to cover myself up because somebody saw God, was filled with the Holy Spirit. Is that what's going on here? Or
But
somebody
that's
wrote it
not
in
the
a book?
conversation. The conversation is if you choose
Amen.
you,
Amen.
you, me,
Yeah.
to wear what I want to wear, that is my choice because that's how I feel I want to express my religion, my hope, whatever it is.
Amen.
If somebody mandates what you have to wear or takes away your
mandates?
right,
Who mandates?
mandates.
Who?
What are they doing to the women in Afghanistan? You must be
But
covered
that's
up.
not. That doesn't. I don't. I'm asking the question. Who mandated it? Who
Two different
mandates that you
questions.
should wear?
Two different questions. One is if you choose.
Forget
Right.
that one because you
Watch
got
squared.
no choice.
Josh Square, do you want to stay covered up? If I wanted Orthodox women in my neighborhood all day long, and that is their choice.
Why?
No.
That's something they were taught. You weren't born here covered from head to foot.
Yeah.
You
But it
didn't-
doesn't
you
matter.
weren't
That's what
born
you
a
taught, and
hater.
that's what you believe. Then that's okay. It's
Ay,
when
Dios
someone
mío, papá
mandates
Dios,
you.
give me paciencia. You weren't born a hater, Dawn. You're not born a hater. You don't
But
come
it's
out
not
and says,
hate.
you're a black man, I don't like you. You Puerto Rican, I don't like you. You're a female,
felt
you got to
like you
put on
meant
all
that.
these clothes. The bottom line is nobody
Yeah.
is born that way. This is not
But
choice.
why is
This
that
is
hate?
lack of choice.
No, but
Those
like,
are
that's
different things. It's not hate.
It's a societal and religious
the situation.
virtue that has grown.
It's something we've
over
inherited
time.
too.
Yeah,
It's,
like-
exactly. It's what
It's
they
kinda
inherit.
how you're raised.
That's why
It's what they're raised upon,
I know
like-
there was a country in the Middle East where the women did fight to be able to drive,
Saudi
to be
Arabia.
able to vote,
Saudi Arabia.
to be able to vote
Against Saudi
the same
Arabia.
way.
Yes.
They fought for that.
But
And they were held that way because that's how their society and religion has grown and empowered
Okay.
everybody else
I got
to
you.
mandate.
Okay, that's the way they were taught because somebody taught the wrong way. You know that old saying, junk in, junk out? If you're taught the wrong way, you're going to learn the wrong way, yes? I don't understand
but
this.
I'm saying like you can't say junk in, junk out if your society and your religion is pressing you to what is it? This is already ritual. This is already tradition.
You mean society can't be wrong?
No, I can't say. I'm not saying society can't be wrong, but this is already instilled in you, religious wise, tradition wise. Because
It's
I know
not. Okay, hold on. Hold on. During World War II, when the Nazis decided that they were the chosen people and wanted to destroy everybody around them, is that taught? Was that everybody came around and says, okay, no problem, destroy the world, go ahead. We all become Germans, really? Or did we stop that? Did we choose to say enough is enough?
We chose to say enough is enough.
So,
It took us a few
so
years.
as a society, if we're doing the wrong thing, why don't we stand up and say enough is enough? Because maybe
Well,
we
we
don't
did
believe
that
it's the
in
wrong thing.
Afghanistan,
Yeah.
and then we chose to walk away.
Start there. What about in this country? What about all the wrongs that we do in this country? Shall we begin that list?
How long is the show?
That's a long list.
But the bottom line here is, don't we all count as people? I mean, the bottom line, you could be Muslim, you could be Jewish, you could be Catholic, Protestant, the whole 9 yards. And I remember I was an altar boy forever. And they taught me to love your fellow man. Man, woman, or child.
We all bleed the same.
And some of us bleed more. So why do we have such a hard time as a society coming together to say we should do the right thing? Why can't we man up and say what we're doing is just wrong?
Well, I think your example, like with the Nazis and stuff, that was like military intervention because they were actually like taking over land and stuff. And this is actually like, it's like a moral uprising that's like so tricky to get. Like,
Okay.
I understand what you're saying.
What about
but
Saudi
I think it's something
Arabia?
that like eventually
It's not
has
military
to,
in Saudi Arabia. Women can't drive until recently.
Yeah. I think people are tired of the U.S. butting into things, so we're probably, I don't know.
The problem is that the U.S. butts into too many things.
Yeah. So.
But where would we be if we didn't? That's the sad part.
question.
Where
But
would
I
we
feel
be
like
if we didn't put
Yeah,
a
here's the
big
thing with the
foot in
US.
our mouth?
Here's the thing with the
no,
U.S. We butt into everyone else's business, but we don't worry about our own.
Why is that?
Think about it. For hundreds of years, we've had this racism problem. We go outside of our way to go help other countries, but we won't help ourselves.
But why do you think that? You're a logical dude. Think about it. If Dawn was in a foreign country and we were there to fight for her rights, that makes us the good guy.
That's
look
true.
like the
In this
shining light.
country, we can't even do policy for equal rights and everything else.
That's true.
So we would be wrong. We'd be the
Yeah.
bad guy. So we'd rather play over there than play over
That's
here.
true. That's true.
That's logical truth.
And it's money.
It's
all
always money.
it's like,
It's always money. 50 miles
special
to the
interest.
gallon car
Yeah.
It's a special
as opposed
interest
to
as well.
19 miles. And that car's been around for 22 years.
Definitely.
The bottom line here is that if we're going to do the right thing, then we have to pick to do the right thing. You know that choice you gave me? You got to choose right. If you don't
gotta
choose
choose
right,
right.
then you're wrong. What's the opposite of right?
But here's the thing, Freddie.
Tell me.
People who make choices think they're making the right choice for them.
For themselves. Like celebrating your birthday for yourself. Yes, I understand.
Oh no, because
But people
I
make
love-
choices for them. People don't make choices necessarily for other people. Even in politics, when you should be representing the people, their choices they make are not always for the greater good. And there's always going to be a divide. The fact that vaccines are now political is ridiculous. And I
Correct.
still go back to, if you want to not get vaccinated and that is your choice, and you want to get sick and die, that's your choice. But don't get other people sick. Stay within yourself. And if that's your choice, that's your choice. But it's that ripple effect. It's that 1 to 2 to 19 to 20. That pebble is huge. Make good choice. You know, when Aaron moved away on Thursday, I said to him, I gave him a hug. I said, make good choices. And I've always said that to him every time he goes on a new adventure. Make good choices. That's all you can hope to do.
And the problem is that some people make good choices. Some people make bad choices. And then there are others that influence people to make even worse choices.
Well, that's the other side of it.
Because I ain't never heard of anybody influence somebody to make the best choices.
Never.
And therein lies the difference between religions. That there's a philosopher who preached love. Everybody preaches love. I don't believe in blowing people up to love somebody. See the 7 angels and all that. I'm sorry, I got to pass. We are born naked. We are taught right, wrong, and indifferent. You have to pick what's right. And
You know-
until we do,
where I work in the Everglades. I work at Everglades Holiday Park. I had a customer a few weeks ago that he's from Saudi Arabia, him and his family. He told me that he's religious, but he doesn't believe in that, the whole, the girls have to cover themselves. So he told me, because I saw his wife and I saw his girls come in, he told me that as soon as, because of that religion, that as soon as they came into the U.S., he told his wife and his girls that it was okay to take that off and wear normal clothes because they shouldn't be, it's okay that they're religious, but he even told me that if we were born naked, there's no reason why we should be covered up like that.
Well, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me anyway. Now, I'm not a very bright guy, I don't get it. I thought that that was their hair when I was growing up and I was a kid. Nun took off her, what they call that?
Habit.
That
right?
thing.
Yeah.
Habit.
And I said, holy smokes, you got hair. She says, yes, Freddie, we have hair. Well, I didn't know that. I never saw it. I was a kid. I thought it was natural to wear that. When I was an altar boy, I used to put on the gowns as an altar boy. And I used to ask the priest, why do I have to wear a black and white gown? So they got colors. They got reds, they got purples, really cool stuff. Because I asked.
I was going to ask you a question about that.
What?
Do different colors represent different
Yes.
things?
Yes.
That's like if you're red,
Yes.
you are a different title. As purple, it's
Yes.
like a hierarchy.
Yes. Not hierarchy. When you do a funeral, it was purple because of rebirth. When you do the fire of Friday, Holy Friday was red. It all depends because, as you said, it's all about the this. And you got to buy these.
Marketing.
They didn't give them to me. I had to buy them. So, marketing. I heard that and don't quote me on this, I heard that the Papal States were the #1 cigarette makers in the world during World War II. That's the Pope and them boys. Papal States, yes. You know what the Papal States are? Wow.
Anything that belongs to the Vatican or whatever.
The
right?
Vatican used to be a country.
Right. Yeah.
It was called the Papal State. And they used to own a chunk of territory, big territory in the middle of Italy. And they used to grow the tobaccos all over the world. And they used to sell. They made a fortune during World War II. They own a lot of properties. The division between state and government. You know what that is?
Church and state.
Church and state. A church is not allowed to be taxed, so they own all the properties in New York. You know this, right?
Yeah.
It's good to be the king. So like I said.
Let me tell you something. I got to tell you, I'm going to change the subject. The studio looks really, really nice.
The studio?
On camera, the pictures behind Alexander's, those drawings from Jay Harmon, and the painting from Amy behind Josh Squared, and that photograph from Alan Benowitz next to you, it looks spectacular.
I got to tell you, I don't understand why people don't buy these paintings so I can change them.
I don't think they realize it's all for sale.
Everything is for sale.
They're incredible.
Are you saying you're tired of looking at them?
No, those are spectacular.
No,
Everything's for
He's
sale.
not tired of looking at it. Right when they sell, he's
Tell
gonna
your
start
ball.
crying.
This guy
Right.
has ball player
Wait till
family.
next
Tell your
one.
ball player families. I got. Those are pencils.
Right.
Oh, wow.
They can buy them in a heartbeat.
We can buy them in a heartbeat. We can bring in new stuff. Maybe even send some money to Haiti on the sale of it. I'll talk to Jay. Man, that broke my heart watching that this morning. My goodness gracious. You talk about pain and suffering, and here comes the mudslides and the rains and
Here we go again.
hospitals, people sleeping on the floor. What the hell, man? Can't we send like 10,000 air mattresses to somebody? Just
You know
float it
what?
up.
It is the test of willpower. It is this test of mind that is going on right now everywhere. And I don't know how they continue, because every day you're getting knocked down again. I decided yesterday, I am like this big Dagwood sandwich. You talk about the sandwich generation, they lump in, they go, there's kids and there's your parents and there's this. I got 2 kids, I got a girlfriend, and there's the dogs and the cats in my house, and you guys, and the business, and my parents, and it's like, whoop. And then there's me somewhere in this sandwich that you lose, because, and this is a whole subject for Eileen, because you're so busy taking care of everybody else that you sort of lose this fact of you can't even focus on one thing because you got 25 other things going on, at least for women. I don't know if it's the same for you.
It's the same for everybody. Pick a problem. You make a sandwich, right? So every piece of meat, lettuce and tomato, mayo, mustard, whatever you put on it is another problem in the world. Sandwich would be 15 feet tall,
Yep.
right? I mean,
Yep.
that's what it comes down to. But all sorts of issues everywhere. What problem do you want to pick on today? Want to pick on Haiti?
I don't. I would really like to choose to make good choices. Tuesday's
but we
tip
got
of
too
the
much
day, you
going
guys.
on right
Anyone
now.
have one?
We are everywhere. We have issues everywhere.
Anyone have a positive tip of the day?
Duck. What is okay?
Josh
Yeah,
Squared?
do you have a positive tip of the day?
I want to start with all of you guys.
Anybody have a positive tip for the day?
Not off the top of my head.
No, yeah.
Slick
Hey,
does.
Slick got everything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sure,
Positive
yeah.
tip of the day,
Yeah,
guys, to get
uh-huh,
you through
uh-huh.
your Taco Tuesday. You know,
Eat tacos.
basically, I'll say trust in yourself, because even if you ask Freddie or somebody that you may know, even if you ask somebody older than you, I'll say trust in yourself and trust in your answer, because you evidently always will be right.
There you go. Tip of the day, Tuesday.
Hold on a second. We got one.
Riley?
Every action creates light and darkness. Light can guide people while darkness blinds. Be the light our world needs.
Oh, there you go.
Amen.
That's very nice. Where'd you get that?
Reddit.
Read it on the job. You got one?
Just remain optimistic. Don't there is like Haiti, Afghanistan. There is like a lot of things all happening at once, and I would just say like not to get overwhelmed by your problems. Like maybe like try to tackle one thing at a time.
Good idea. One drop at a time. You know
One
how we
drop.
always say we look in the mirror, because once you fix that issue, you can fix all issues? Well, I've discovered we all fit in that mirror. All of us can stand in front of it, and we can work on ourselves and our fellow man next door and our fellow female next door. I think we all fit in the mirror, so to be continued. To be
Josh
continued.
Squared?
No tip of the day, but more so, I would say it's something I've always lived by ever since I heard it. Not that long ago. It's a saying that goes, beware of the weak when he gets strong.
That's
You could
true.
go either way with that, he
That's
or she.
true.
But, it's more so something empowering for oneself. And it's something, ever since I heard it, I just go by it every day.
Nice.
Very good.
Freddie, any words of wisdom, Batman?
What's that?
Another thing I live
Evening,
by.
Gotham. I'm just kidding.
So
What's the
like
tip of the
Josh was
day?
saying, how he lives by a quote. I also live by a quote. Everyone knows this one. It's the small thing in life. No matter what brings you down, I'm never the guy to be negative. If I lose family or if I lose anyone, anything, I'm always positive. I never want to bring negative energy in a room or to anyone around me. That's just me. I just always been positive my whole life.
That's a good beginning.
It all starts with you.
It all
Means
starts
more and
with
more
you.
every day, doesn't it?
All right, we're going to wrap this up. We got an 11.
Awesome. Let's wrap it up. Tune in today at 11 o'clock as we head over to Manchester to Authors and More with Karen Kelly and her special guest. She's getting requests now, Freddie, that people want to be interviewed by her.
And today's her last show. It's going on holiday.
She's going
I
on
don't know what that
holiday.
means.
She's going on vacation. All right. Have
That's
a
what
great
she
morning,
wrote.
everyone. Tune in
I
at
can read
11
it.
o'clock. At 12 o'clock, we got a great show. This is going to be interesting because I've got Dr. Deborah Matthews joining us, and we're talking hormones. So I got a studio full of guys and me over here. So we'll see how that rolls out.
All right.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No, company dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.